Hello, ladies and gents. I'm Hayley Jane, and this is the Big Condo Records podcast. We are back, and tonight we have the lovely Cassandra. She's 22 years old, and she's an upcoming artist from Norfolk, and she's residing here in Liverpool. And she's here to tell us her story. Where did it all begin, Cassandra?
So I've always been singing as a child. I've always really enjoyed it, but I never sort of pursued anything with it when I was younger. I don't know, I just think that everyone put pressure on me to sing because they heard me and they're like, oh, actually you're really good, and everyone wanted me to do it, and then actually I was like, no, I don't want to, so I kind of pushed away for a bit. And then I recently did a charity gig last month called Primal Live. That was to help the homeless, and I sort of pushed myself, and I was like, well, if I can sing on a massive stage in front of all those people, then I can do anything else. So
give you the bug, give you the taste.
Yeah, it just sort of gave me the push to sort of start and realise actually this is what I want to do, this is what I want to get into.
Yeah.
So
it's all right having a talent, isn't it? But if someone's pushing you from behind and it's not coming from yourself, it's not the right choice, is it? But luckily you've come back to the arts and you're ready to pursue a career.
Exactly.
So what is it that you do?
So I'm a pop artist, and at the moment I'm working on a song that I'm hoping to get released next year.
Lovely. So you're doing really original material.
Yeah. I got it done in London, and it's basically about this boy that I really liked. He didn't like me back, he was a bit of a player.
Typical.
So I kind of just poured my heart out into this song, and it became my little personal diary, and I want to release it so that people can relate to it and understand how I felt as well.
Yeah. Is that what kind of an artist you like to be with?
Yeah, I want to be like quite relatable, so that people just sort of understand, like, at the end of the day we're all human, and I just want other people to sort of connect with me on that level.
Yeah, I was saying to you before, I didn't know what kind of role model would you like to be?
Yeah, exactly. Just someone that I can relate to, because I feel like we're all human, we all have like reactions and stuff, and yeah, I just feel like it would be good.
What do you write about in your songs?
It's a lot of soppy, like, love song stuff, either that or it's heartbreak. It's the complete opposite, because I feel like I have so many emotions that I just want to pour out onto a page, and I can't fit it all out in words. So I feel like using music is a good way to sort of release those emotions.
Yeah, to tell your story of your experiences, but through your songs.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, lovely. Yeah. And where would you like to kind of take your journey with your music? I'm
hoping to grow within the next year, especially after the song comes out. I'm hoping that will also push me in a great direction, and I can start performing that at gigs and like local events and stuff, and I think that'll be really good. And then I'm hoping to further release more music because I have more demos, but at the moment I'm just working on this one song, see how it goes, and then if it goes really well, if I can push it out there, build my confidence, I'm definitely going to start releasing more in the future.
Wow, that sounds amazing. Are you going to showcase this song like your next gigs and things?
Potentially, yeah. I've only got the demo version at the moment, but I'm hoping to get the produced version soon, and hopefully I can start playing that as well. And
this is what about you, the lad that didn't
didn't like me back.
Fabulous. So you're hoping to kind of build momentum with that song. So are you using your social media?
So I've already got like, I think about 50 odd TikTok drafts, and I'm going to try and post them every day as like a little teaser of the song, like what it's about, just sort of like filming myself in locations, maybe even singing to it. Hopefully that will get some attention before I actually release the song, so then by the time it comes out I'll have people waiting to listen to it, which is what I hope.
Nice. Also, you're very proactive with your social media and the marketing of yourself, and putting yourself out there, because I know part of the Big Condo family, that's one of their main things they like to push, is like get yourself seen on social media. It's a free outlet, isn't it? It's a free platform. So you're already doing it, and you've got your followers.
I've already got it.
Yeah, and you've got 50 drafts already saved up.
So I try to, like, as soon as I have an idea, I'll go to my notes app and I'll write it down, and if I can't film it there and then it's there for when I can go back to it, or if I'm in the position where I can film it, I'll do it straight away and just save it into my drafts. Nice. Just so that it's there and I know that it's there.
Yeah, so you know the power of that, the social media.
Yeah.
So we were talking before, weren't we, not just about writing songs and looking pretty and being out there and singing your song and put it on your socials. There's a business behind it, and I was asking if you know about that and the challenge that represents. So I was kind of asking you, like, do you know the what goes on behind the scenes? It's not just kind of like getting up and singing, about the business behind it.
I'd say it's quite difficult, interesting to get into. It's been a challenge so far because obviously I'm still new, I'm still sort of learning my ways around and stuff, and to be able to promote yourself I think is one of the biggest things, because if you don't post, obviously when I was younger I didn't post anything at all, and I'll just sort of like secretly write songs in my bedroom. But now you realise, like, if you don't post, you've not really got anything to lose. Like, just post it anyway. Someone will like it, someone might not like it, but at the end of the day, like, you're doing it for yourself, you're not doing it for anyone else. So yeah. How did you get involved with the big Condo? Have you applied to some of their... They messaged me directly about one of the events that they have coming up soon, and they offered a spot for me to perform, which is what I'm going to do. Yeah. So I'm going to showcase some of my music there as well, which will be good. Yeah,
it's nice, isn't it, getting an opportunity to kind of put yourself out there.
Yeah.
You said that you've been at Primal
Live, yeah. So that was a big venue. That was the biggest venue that I think I've ever performed in. Considering I last performed 6 years ago, maybe 7. So that was my first time on a stage. And like I said earlier, I just sort of thought, like, if I can push myself to do such a big event in front of so many people, I can do so many other bigger things as well.
Mm-hmm. Do you think your style that you have of music is unique to yourself, or can we see an influence of who you've been influenced by?
I think there's a bit of influence from a couple of artists. So the main one is Olivia Rodrigo. Just because a lot of people say that I sound like her, so I feel that if I like learn her songs, it sounds quite relatable as well. And then another one is Alec Benjamin. He sort of storytells in his writing, and that's where I get a lot of my inspiration from, because I want to also be like a storyteller, sort of explaining what's going on through my songs and stuff.
Nice.
So that'd be good.
I know my notes here, it's saying that you're part Filipino.
I am, yes. That's another reason why I like Olivia Rodrigo, because I feel like I can relate to her in that aspect as well.
Yeah, it's nice that she's kind of representing, and then
exactly.
There you are as well. You've inspired as well.
Yeah.
So you think that your music's that kind of do you think you bring out the would you like to, or eventually like to bring out the more Filipino kind of style of
yeah, definitely. I like singing Filipino songs as well.
Lovely.
It's just a shame that no one really sort of understands the language, because
I know, but it's nice. I listen to
it is nice, yeah.
I listen to some music, and a lady called Noga Eres that I'm listening to at the moment, and and the different musicians that within their band, they keep throwing in loads of different their accents and their language, and I can't understand it, but I can understand the expression that's behind it and the tone behind it, and I think it makes it a bit more, kind of gives it a bit more depth.
Yeah, it does, definitely. There was a song that I was recording the other day. It was a mixture of English and Tagalog, and
Tagalog,
that's what the language
is
called.
Language. Okay.
And it's just because like my relatives like to hear it as well, so sometimes I'll send them old videos and stuff, but I've never really posted. I think I've only posted one Tagalog song, because some people say that my accent is a bit funny, and then it puts me off, but then I'm like, oh, maybe I should just learn and re-upload and stuff like that.
Or just not worry what anybody else thinks, and just do it for yourself, because I'm sure it sounds beautiful. But that's a nice kind of interesting kind of dimension to me. It's going to be able to add that to your own lyrics.
I think it would also help like other people relate to me, because I know there's a lot of other half Filipinos out there as well, and obviously we all don't look the same, we all look so different. I look more like my dad than I do my mum, but there's other kids out there who look more Filipino than they do English, and I just feel like representation is so important.
Do you feel like any prejudice kind of against you in society because of your background?
Not really, because I don't look Filipino. I've had a few people ask me, oh, you don't look English, what are you? But I've never heard anyone express that I look like where I'm from, if that makes sense.
Yeah. And you look beautiful. So do you play any instruments, Cassandra?
Yeah, I do. I play guitar.
Fabulous.
And that's where a lot of my songwriting comes from, because I just sort of strum and make a melody, and then that's how I sort of create my lyrics and stuff.
Oh, fabulous. So you use that as a bit of your stimulus. Is that every single time on a song?
Pretty much, yeah. I need to sort of like feel the melody before I can start writing the
rhythm
lyrics.
and the melody first, and then the lyrics come with it. Yeah. And what did you say your lyrics were usually based on?
Just normally like heartbreak, or the opposite, like love and sappy. Just like I say, like I just want to be someone that people can relate to, and sort of like listen to my music and be like, oh, I'm in this situation right now, that sort of stuff.
Would you say you relate to like Adele's type of music? So her songs seem to be always about her heartbreak. And,
I mean, in a way, but I don't really sound similar to her at all. It's completely different.
More of a poppy.
Yeah, it's more of a pop, more modern type of version of it.
So would you be performing live with your guitar?
No, I wouldn't. Just because my current guitar that I've got, I'm left-handed, and it's so much harder to find a left-handed guitar that has batteries and stuff. Oh, really? And it's also quite expensive. But also I feel like I quite lack the skill of guitar. I can play, but I don't think it's up to my standard, so I don't feel like I can play confidently in front of people.
Oh wow. Yeah. So when you use it to kind of find the rhythm of your song. and then you get the tune and the rhythm and the song, but you couldn't go and perform. You couldn't perform and
no, I couldn't. I just sort of like either pre-record it or find someone else to do it for me, and then I'll take that track on stage instead.
Do you think that's something that you will work towards?
Potentially in the future, because I would like to play it live. I just don't think I have the confidence.
Yeah, because I'm the same. I can sing, but then I'm a bit nervous when I get up on stage and sing.
It's different.
So I started a ukulele. I've got a ukulele, but I think I need to go and have lessons first, rather than sitting amongst a little club and just kind of strumming it out. I need to go and get lessons and figure out how to do it. I think that would give me a bit of confidence, something to strum away with. Just something at the kind of like comfort while you're on the stage singing, I guess.
Exactly,
but then it will, because I can never find a backing track that suits my style, so I know that I need to do that, but it's something else I need to focus on. So that's something that I suppose you could work towards, because you can already play it.
I'd like to play I'd like to get more advanced in terms of I don't know if you've heard of like picking patterns and stuff. I'm good with chords, I'm good with strumming, but I can't pick for the life of me, so that's something I want to learn and incorporate in my songs.
Picking and strumming is a whole different technique. Talent, isn't it?
So that's something I'd like to work towards, definitely.
I've known a couple of people. One of my exes years ago, he was left-hand guitarist, but he was playing a right-hand guitar upside down.
Really?
Yeah, because but obviously eventually, and then when he saved up a little bit of money, he got a left-handed guitar, but it was a right-handed guitar, left-handed, but it was upside down. So that was very impressive. I always get like attracted to things like that. But so you can kind of like work towards that eventually. So you're a solo singer. So what kind of gigs have you done so far?
So ever since that charity gig, I've done sort of like just sort of pubby gigs, like stand up and dancing and stuff. Mostly in quiet venues, because I feel like if I start in a quiet venue, I can also build my confidence up that way. Yeah, and McCall's with big Condo, they have a couple of events going on. Yeah, they do. So I've applied to be on one of those, and I hope that goes well.
And it's good to be involved with those, because they've got events going on all the time, and it's just that experience of just being on the stage, even if you're not at a stage where you're looking to get signed, just getting experience along the way, and just kind of following a bit of a tour around. If you can get on one of their tours, it gives you a really, really good insight of what's expected of you as an artist as well, and gives you a chance to showcase what how you work as a team and things. Loads of opportunities like that, if that's something that you want to work towards.
Something I'm looking out for, to be fair.
Would you like to be a signed artist and kind of your music in the charts level, or would you be happy kind of creating a persona on social media?
I'd love to work towards it, to be honest. It would be an amazing feeling if I do, but at the moment I'm sort of just taking things as they are, just trying to grab as many opportunities as I possibly can, just to build my confidence a bit and just sort of see where I want to go from there. And the more events you get involved in, you'll kind of see what it's like and find your feet. You never know, maybe be a part of a band or something. You never know.
Again, the Big Condo does courses and things about how to kind of, the business side of things and career development that can help you with all sorts of things like that. What kind of as an artist in the future, what kind of route would you like to go down eventually? Like, kind of what message would you like to kind of send to your listeners?
Just sort of anything that they can sort of relate to, like I said before. It'd be nice for them to look up to me and just sort of see like, oh, she's human too, I can feel those same emotions as her, that sort of stuff. Do you think there's any challenges that you've come across at the moment trying to pursue a career in music? Is there anything that you think that the industry could do better? I think it's more of a confidence issue for me personally, because I feel like it's a lot harder to build. Like, I know I did the charity gig, and sometimes I do feel confident after that, because I think, oh, I can do this. But then other times I'm also sort of like, oh, maybe I shouldn't do this. I quite doubt myself quite a lot, which is a bad thing, because I know it can impact me as well. But I'd say that's my biggest challenge so far, just trying to get past those barriers of like doubting myself. And what are you going to do to work on that? I'm just going to try and keep getting out of my comfort zone, signing up to as many events as I can, sort of just pushing myself in, singing and putting it on your social medias, that kind of stuff. Open mic nights. I haven't done one yet, but I'm looking to do that. I want to do one specifically just for original songs. I know there's quite a few in Liverpool. And I think that would be good to I know there's definitely one at the Cavern that only do original songs. I've heard of that, but I've not been yet. And I think it's great to have that talent to be able to write your songs, never mind to be able to sing other people's, because at the moment I don't sit I sit with a pencil and I try to scribble something out, it just never comes. So I just kind of relax into just doing covers, which I know it's not
it's just kind of taking the easy route. So having a talent to be able to write your own songs, I think it's amazing that you can do that. I always get fascinated, kind of, where do you find them? And I'm listening to Roy sometimes when he's doing his rap, like wow, and how he jumbles the words, but it tells a really significant story. So it's poetry, isn't it? How people kind of put it together. I don't seem to have that knack. Sometimes I do, but I just need to. There's another thing I would need to pursue, but I just like doing the covers and not. I'd like to go and sing in the cavern in one of those little... Yeah, it'd be good. And one of the arches, but I don't think you're allowed to do covers in there on the open mic night, I don't think.
No,
but
I think
for yourself, if you've got originals,
I think I have about 5 or 6 that I'd like to work towards putting out in the future, so hopefully that will come.
I was going to say, do you have a bit of a repertoire of songs that you've already got written?
Yeah, so obviously because I've been writing since 16, I have quite a few, and I've just
never
never
shared
shared
them. You were 16?
Yeah, so I've never tried to share. I think I only recently started sharing them mid this year, roughly, and then I got a lot of positive feedback from family, friends and everything, so I was like, maybe I should carry on posting them, never know what could happen, see where this goes. Next thing you know, I was producing the song in London. I was like, oh wow, this is actually going somewhere.
Just takes that little bit of momentum to get you going, because it sounds like most artists, it's even if you were to go on the X Factor, the first thing they say was, what's held you back until this time? And it is just that building that confidence, but you just try one little thing, you do a little karaoke, or you'll sing in front of a family at a party, a little bit of positive feedback, it just goes a long way, doesn't it? And then it kind of builds up that momentum, and obviously it's snowballed. Now you've done several gigs now, and more to come. So what have you got coming up?
So in December I'm going to be performing in my hometown, which I'm quite excited for, but I'm quite nervous as well because I've not performed there yet. So it'll be quite a shock to come home and just sort of see familiar faces seeing me in the crowd. And
so where are you going to be? Where are you performing?
It's going to be in Norwich, if you've heard of Norwich. It's sort of like the southeast of England.
It's a hometown gig. That's exciting, isn't it?
It's very nerve-wracking though, I just think, because coming home, I haven't been home for 2 years properly, so it's going to be really exciting, but really like shocking as well at the same time.
And what's your social medias? Where can we find you on social media?
So on Instagram, it's Cassandra Music _, and then on my Facebook, I've also got a Facebook, it's Cassandra Music as well.
Lovely. Do you do any TikToks?
It's Cassie _Smith.
There you go. I was going to say, along the way, if you kind of pursue this, you'll be doing a lot more of your socials. So fabulous, Cassandra. It's been lovely to hear about your story, and look forward to kind of following you on your social medias and seeing your performance in December. Lovely. Thank you for your time. This has been the Big Condo podcast. I'm Hayley, and this is Cassandra. Thank you very much.